share a satsang. सत्संग में भी सत्संग है, इतने सारे सत्संग हैं कि now I'm thinking which one to share. कि एक तो बहुत ही स्पेशल है which I'll share in the end. So I have shared many times मेरी बेटी का सत्संग, how you know we found, I mean कितने साल से हम उसकी engagement करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, टूट जाती थी, something used to go wrong 3-4 times, you know. It happened and then we were all in a depression and magic happened. Only and only because of Guruji's grace. And we had her engagement ceremony last Sunday. It was so beautiful. So my sister, whose satsangs also I have shared innumerable times, she just came last minute. Uska koi program nahi tha aane ka. But then I think she felt sorry for me कि मैं अकेली हूँ. So she just came for 2 days. She came on Friday and she left Monday early morning. So the minute she landed, I didn't go to pick her up at the airport because there was so much to do. She came, she entered my gate and the flight came around 6:37. She came home around 6:37 and she said, कोई सत्संग है? Let's go for a satsang. रूपाली आंटी का या कोई. I said dinner ready है, पूरा गेस्ट से घर भरा हुआ है और तू what are you saying? She said छोड़ परे, let's go for satsang. So my daughter was hearing this and she said Mama आप चले जाओ, we'll handle everything. Yeah. And we were here in the satsang. Can you imagine, my house is full of guests and she, her husband and I came to Rupali auntie's house. And it was such a beautiful satsang and she was crying and you know she was doing her shukrana. So she said मैं सारी फ्लाइट में बैठ के यही सोच रही थी कि पहुंचते ही सत्संग जाएंगे, मगर कैसे जाएंगे that I didn't know. So Guru Sahib brought us here and we prayed. Obviously I prayed for my child, you know, कि सब ठीक हो जाए. And then next morning there was an Amrit Vela satsang because यही इतनी लेट हो गई और घर में गेस्ट थे, सबको सॉर्ट आउट करते हुए बहुत लेट हो गया था सोते हुए. तो then Rajpal said don't go because then we'll be very exhausted for the function. So we had to skip it. But फिर हमारे दोनों के दिमाग में चल रहा था सत्संग सत्संग सत्संग. And she said how magical it be कि अगर हम घर में ये सत्संग कर लें. I said, so many guests, just see half of them don't believe in Guruji. I mean, 90% don't believe. She said, we don't have to do Guruji's satsang. We just have to sit and pray. And let's see how many of them will join. So she started, she made Kra Prasad. She put the, you know, the Kirtan on. Because hum to Sardar and Kirtan, so she put Sukhmani Sahab ka part on. And all my children came into Babaji's room. My husband, her husband and whoever we had, everyone came into the room. We had a beautiful satsang. We did Guruji ka vaak. हमने गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी का वाक निकाला, हमने अरदास करी, हमने प्रसाद बांटा. That was so beautiful. I can't tell you कि morning में ceremony and we are doing this. I mean it's only and only because I mean जिनके you can imagine the mess in the house और हम लोग ये सब कर रहे हैं. And now the finale. So it had been pouring in Bangalore, you know, last week, like every evening बारिश हो रही थी और जो हमने arrangement करा हुआ था हमारा outdoor arrangement था पूरा. Everything, the stage was outdoor, the bar was outdoor. We had made arrangement, हमने inside halls तो arrange करे हुए थे, Bangalore club में था. So we had taken both the inside halls, but you know, everyone was like कि बारिश हो गई तो, you know, it will go. So we left the house. Obviously, we did our ardas where only she and I was there. और जैसे ही हम बैंगलोर क्लब पहुंचे, काले काले बादल. So I mean, it was like so black and मतलब कि था कि 100% बारिश होगी. I stood at the, you know, thing and I did my full ardas. Whoever was standing, they stood up, and my daughter's father-in-law, they are Christian, he laughed. He said, you think your gods will listen? I said, you see my gods will listen. Sangat ji, सारे Bangalore में बारिश हो रही थी. I got to know Indira Nagar was flooded. एमजी रोड में बारिश हो रही थी, बट बैंगलोर क्लब के ऊपर बारिश नहीं हो रही थी. I mean, people who are here, some of them attended. It was so magical. सब कह रहे हैं कि एमजी रोड तक बारिश हो रही है और लाल बाग में बारिश हो रही है, बट इस एरिया में बारिश नहीं हो रही. It was just drizzled for 2 minutes when the ring ceremony happened, and I was on the stage. My daughter caught my hand and she said, "Ma, it's drizzling." I said, "Don't worry, these are blessings. Shower, Amrit Varsha, ruk jayegi." And within 5 minutes it stopped. It was so beautiful, I couldn't believe. And then my daughter's father-in-law came to me. We were on the stage. It's recorded, it's in the movie. He said, "I thought your gods would not listen, but your gods have listened." It didn't rain at all. The function, when we hear satsangs, no, it's okay. Hum kehte hain Jai Guruji and Shukrana. But when it happens with you, it was so magical. MG रोड तक बारिश हो रही है, लाल बाग सिर्फ उस रोड पे बारिश नहीं हो रही. I mean, Reena called me. She said, "It's pouring here, Manveen. How are we going to come?" All the Sangat, यलंका में, सब जगह सबने बोला इतनी बारिश हो रही है, हम छतरियां लेकर आए हैं. How is that possible? That is our Guruji. That is the power of prayers. And it was, I couldn't get over it. हम इतनी रात को वापस आए. I was exhausted, but I did Shukrana to my Guru, my Rab. And also, I have struggled to, get, I never found, she found finally on her own, my daughter. But they were complementing each other so beautifully. I can't tell you the love and, blessings showered on her from her in-laws. I couldn't have asked for anything better. तो राम जपो जी ऐसे ऐसे, जो प्रहलाद जपियो रब जैसे, और इस भंवर में से हमें सिर्फ हमारे परमात्मा निकालते हैं. I know what I have gone through, but every time I used to think कि मैं यहाँ क्या कर रही हूँ. My Rab is at home, but this is a beautiful journey, This is really a beautiful journey. And he makes his presence feel. I have felt. हम लोग रात को ड्राइंग रूम में बैठे हुए थे. My sister, she's also a very spiritual person. Obviously we were not feeling sleepy. सुबह फंक्शन था और हमने सत्संग करा था, तो we were full of energy and power. हम बैठे हुए थे, and for 2 minutes we were talking about Guruji. All the lights came on. हमारे घर में लाइट्स लगी हुई थी, the tree lights, the garden lights, just for a minute. And she said, ऐसा लग रहा है कि बिजली चमकी है. I said, नहीं, वो ट्री की लाइट्स, सारी लाइट्स 1 मिनट के लिए ऑन हुई है. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it was. कुछ फ्लक्चुएशन हुई या क्या हुई. But my शुक्राना was कि गुरुजी आए हैं और उन्होंने हमें बहुत ब्लेस करके गए हैं, And I hope it's true. I just hope that my Guru came and he blessed my house, my children, everyone who was there. I have another satsang to share which is even more beautiful than this. I have shared my nephew, my sister-in-law's son, not my sister's. He was going through a divorce. And the girl has gone away with 2 children, very small children. एक 7 years का था और एक just born था. And without any reason, it has happened with no reason, because both are very nice children. I cannot say कि वो खराब थी या ये खराब था, but it has been very, very traumatic. And I have been praying, like Auntie said, pray for others, and the prayers are answered. It has become so ugly in the court. Everything had become so ugly that, we lost they had to sell their house because my brother-in-law fell very sick because of the shock. He's the only son. He's a doctor. Very, very nice boy. उसके मुंह में आवाज नहीं है. मतलब आप बोलो तो वो बच्चा जैसे dream come true है किसी भी लड़की के लिए. And all this is happening. And just before my daughter's engagement, he comes to me. He's very close to me and my husband. He doesn't share anything with anyone. And he said, Mommy, I want to share something with you. Harleen wants to come back. I said, what? I was like under a shock. He said, Harleen wants to come back. I said, are you ready to take her back? He said, for my children's sake, I think I can give it a thought. Within 3 days, Sangat ji, she's come back. She was there for my daughters, and then he said, Mommy, she's come back on 7th.
Wow.
And it's been 7 years since we are fighting this case. He doesn't know Guruji ka number 7. But I was like, only he can do it. Because I have been really praying for that child. Because utne depression mein tha. I love my brother-in-law. We lost him, because of it. And they came for the engagement as such a happy couple.
Wow.
And everyone in the family has accepted her. जैसे कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है. And because of the function, all the relatives were there. So he was saying कि मैं कैसे break करूँगा सबको लोग. मैंने कहा कोई break करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सब उसको function पे देखेंगे और सब समझ जाएंगे. You don't have to give any answer to anyone. This is so beautiful. This is like unholy, And who has done it? Only my Guru, I think, I mean, there are so many satsangs I can go on sharing now. Like people used to say, we can write a book. I can write a book. Today morning also, my house is full. All are leaving. Everyone is like, saying goodbyes. And my daughter now, she can sense it. Thursday, aaj, आपको सत्संग पे जाना है? मैं कहा नहीं कोई बात नहीं. जाओ, क्यों ऐसे शक्लें बना रहे हो? जाओ. This is so beautiful, no? Jai Guruji. Anantam, 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 Shukrana. Guruji, if anyone cuts me into pieces also, that is less for me to do Shukrana to you. My roam is in gratitude to you. My Rabka, I don't know how, in my sleep, in my eating, in my walking, I am only saying, Babaji, Shukrana, Shukrana, Shukrana. इससे ज़्यादा मैं और कुछ my brother before leaving he said you are very blessed but ये चीज़ मैंने कहा मुझे किसी चीज़ की तमन्ना नहीं है अभी मुझे किसी भी चीज़ की तमन्ना नहीं रही because I have found my Guru because of him I am existing not in this janam in every janam. My existence is because of him, my breathing is because of him, my house, my children, my food, my servants, my cars, everything is for him. Itna anantam, anantam, anantam shukrana hai. Guruji, sab kuch le lo, but apna naam simran mat lena humse. Jai Guruji.